Now, the Duchess of York, Sarah Ferguson, berated the crowd at the Cannes Film Festival as she told them to care less about parties and more about the climate. The Duchess attended the elite, there you go, you can see her, the elite party held on the Riviera, appearing on stage to auction off a portrait of Queen Elizabeth.
Everyone in this room, stop. 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 Did you see? I removed the microphone. Because all of you are saying, oh, I want to go, because where is the next party?
I think she might have been enjoying the hospitality a bit much there, don't you? Anyway, I couldn't say. But she was actually telling them to shut up because they were talking over her and she was trying to make a point, and then she went on to lecture them about green issues after flying to the south of France on a jet. She did. Joining me now is royal broadcaster and commentator Rafe Heydel-Mankoo. Rafe, thank you so much. I love talking to you. You make it sound so much fun. Now, what's she on about?
I know. Look, when you first see that clip on its own, you do think, is it Sarah Ferguson or Karen Ferguson we're dealing with here? But actually, I think we're being a bit harsh on her. This is an annual gala put together by AMFAR, which was set up by Elizabeth Taylor to be as an AIDS charity. And every year they have this gala in Cannes because, of course, there are so many A-list celebrities gathered there together. And there are 400 attending this event. Now, this comes at the end of a long week of watching films and so forth, and they clearly were in the party mood, and there was an important auction taking place, and she was really trying to get them to pay attention to it all. She should have understood that perhaps A-list celebrities aren't that interested in what the Sarah Duchess of York has to say, particularly possibly. Don't want to be lectured yet again about green issues, which she was doing in part. However, it does seem that this was a particularly boisterous event, because even Demi Moore then went up on stage and tried to do the same thing that Sarah Ferguson tried to do, saying to them, look, I'm about to introduce Cher, a Grammy award-winning, Oscar-winning, Emmy-winning performer. And she said, you at the back, have you won an Emmy? I don't blink and think so.
Exactly.
So given that, I suspect that this perhaps was a rather more rambunctious crowd than one would expect normally.
Yeah, it did seem a bit frisky. And as I said, I mean, Sarah, I think she'd been enjoying herself as well there. The other story I wanted to talk to you about, Rafe, and this was a story from the Daily Beast about Catherine. And about the fact that she is spending more time with her, how did they put it, her birth family?
Her birth family, her nearest and dearest.
Yes.
So this is a story in the Daily Beast, quoting unnamed sources, and it also says that these sources claim that it may be actually that we don't see the Princess of Wales for the rest of the year. Now, I always say whenever these sorts of stories come up, you know, the Princess of Wales did ask for space and time for her to undergo treatment, and we have to respect those wishes and not speculate so much and stick to the facts. But actually, the facts do actually back up some of the stuff in this article because, for example, we know that preventative chemotherapy, which is the treatment that the Princess of Wales is undertaking, can take anywhere from 3 to 12 months. It's normally 4 to 6, but it could take up to 12 months. And so we mustn't become impatient about or speculate about what's going on here, because it could easily be a 12-month period of treatment that she is undergoing, in which case it may well be that we don't see her until later on this year. We would, of course, expect fully that the Royal Household, Kensington Palace, would issue a video or other update statement periodically to avoid the rampant speculation that, unfortunately, we saw previously. But I think certainly we know that she's going to go to Sandringham next week, to Anmore Hall, her residence there. Her parents will be there most likely as well, staying with her next week. And she's got a very small circle around her, we understand, just her family, really, rather than any wider circle of friends. And they're giving her the support and care that she needs. And I think we should be respectful of that and not get too caught up in speculating on all of these things.
Maybe a bit of a clickbait article there. But I must confess, I did read it, and it concerned me. It was just the phraseology of it. But we wish, obviously, her well, and obviously King Charles well as well, also battling cancer. Rafe Heydel-Mankoo, thank you so much for coming short and sweet. Next time we'll make it longer, I think.